Today we're going to be making cheesy chicken, rice, and veggie casserole. This goes together super easy, and if you have a skillet, a large skillet that is also oven safe, you can do it all in one pan instead of having to transfer it to a casserole dish here at the end. My butter is frozen, so we're trying to get this melted first. Okay, so you're going to melt a half of a stick of butter in a large skillet, oven safe skillet. And you're going to add one very large diced onion. And we're going to saute this up until the onion is tender. We're going to cook it just until the onion is translucent. Easy peasy. Man, that smells super good already. I love the smell of onions cooking in butter. Run your onions up the side just a little bit so we can grease the sides while we're cooking it. There we go. Perfect. Once your onions are tender, you're going to add in 2 cups of water. 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. Okay, then we're going to just use that to scrape all the bits and pieces off the pan real quick while we're bringing this up to a boil. Oops. Now you're going to sprinkle in a 1/4 cup of flour. And just sprinkle that right over the top. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. We're going to be cooking it for a minute just to cook that flour into a sauce. We're making some yummy sauce. Look at that. It's like chicken gravy. That looks so good. Just make sure all that flour is broken up. If not, you can just use the back of your spatula here. And you want to stir constantly. There we go. Look at that. Once this looks a little bit like a gelatin, we're going to add in 1/2 cup of milk. Which we're almost there. I better get that milk ready. And turn this down a little bit. Because we don't want it to burn while I grab the milk. That's a bit more than 1/2 cup of milk, but that's fine. Just making this yummy, yummy chicken sauce or rice sauce, just like cream of chicken soup. But it's going to go, we're starting out with the soup instead of using a can of junk. Okay, let's put in a teaspoon of pepper. Hopefully we can beat it before it starts burning. 1 teaspoon of pepper. Mix that in. Oh, there we go. Okay, once you've got a gelatin-like mixture here, and you see how it's starting to turn a little bit of a darker color of brown. Oh, it's definitely ready to add the milk in here. And there we go. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, now we're just going to turn this burner off. Incorporate this in really nice and well. So we got a good thin sauce that we're starting with. Oh, preheat the oven. We're going to 375. Okay, now we're going to need 3/4 cups of white rice. That's 1/4 cup. That's 1/2 cup. That's 3/4 of a cup. I'm just using the same 1/4 cup I used for the flour. And then we're going to add in 3 cups of any types of frozen vegetables or canned vegetables that have been drained. We're going with peas and carrots and 1 can of green beans. And we're going to stir to mix. Mix well, mix well. There we go. Okay, now we're going to need some cheese. You're going to mix in about 1/2 of a cup to a cup, however much cheese you like. I like mine cheesy. There we go. Mix in 1/2 cup to a cup of cheese. And we're going to stir that in. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now we're just going to kind of smooth it out. Make sure none of that rice is stuck to the top of the pan or to the sides. Make sure everything's in that sauce. And then you're going to want 4 small, these are on the smaller side, but 4 chicken breasts here. And you want to just arrange these in there so the pretty side is up. There we go. There we go. I'll make room for 1 more. Right over here. Okay. Ooh, still a little froze. Okay, and then just nestle that right in. Now we're just going to cover this with an oven-safe lid, and we're going to bake it for 1 hour. Make sure you use your mitts to put that in the oven because it is hot. Okay. After 1 hour, we're going to take it out of the oven. It smells so good. Making the whole house smell good. And then we're going to top this with cheese while it cools down. Yum, yum, yum. Make sure to get the rice and the chicken coated in cheese, especially the chicken, because that tastes so good with this. And you can use as much as or as little cheese as you like, but I like a lot of cheese. Yum. Okay. Now, very careful. Make sure you remember that your lid is boiling hot. We're just going to put that lid back on there and let that cheese melt. We'll be ready to eat. Then when that's all done melting, serve it up just like that with all the cheese and rice that's under there. And some extra. There we go. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.